Aloha, my name is Sarah Hunt and I am the host of this show called Better Government, a series focused in on improving the quality of life through better government practices, since we are all in this together. Today we will be focusing in on a number of major issues that impact us on a daily basis. With us here today, we have Republican leader Lynn Finnegan along with Representative Ward. Representative Finnegan, Representative Ward, thank you for taking the time and joining us again today.
Aloha. Thank you for having us, Sarah.
Thank you for the invitation.
Well, thank you, and let's get right into it. Let's discuss the number one issue that is facing us at all levels of government, and that's going to be the economy. On December 15th at a press conference, Governor Linda Lingle, along with mayors, excluding Mayor Hanneman, construction leaders, as well as legislators, unveiled a plan that would implement a $1.8 billion stimulus package for capital improvement projects. Let's go with this footage and take a look at it.
We do bring more money into the state, and bottom line is to create and sustain more jobs. It's all about jobs. It's about putting our people back to work, about having them be able to sustain their families and their lifestyle. And so we are so pleased to be involved with this and want to commend the mayors, the governor, the legislature, and all of those people who they've been able to bring this together, because we all are in this together. So let's don't forget that. The key here now is to get this done. Get it done, and get it done as quickly as possible. Thank you very much.
You can't have a healthy economy in Hawaii without having a healthy construction industry. And right now I think everybody realizes the challenges that are in front of our local economy. During the last protracted recession Hawaii experienced during the 90s, the size of the Hawaii Carpenters Union went from 10,000 members to less than 4,000 members. And during that time, our membership had the opportunity to go out of state to places like Las Vegas and Nevada to work. But unlike that recession of the 90s, the global recession that we're in right now does not provide those same opportunities. So it's really incumbent upon all of us in the room, government, business, and labor, to really work together to ensure that these projects get put out on a timely basis and that we start that flow of dollars back into the local economy. No other industry in Hawaii represents the type of multiplier effect and ripple effect that the dollars generated in construction represent. I think, as it was mentioned by a few speakers previously, the size of our membership currently not working is growing by the day. On the Big Island, we have nearly 65% of our membership currently unemployed. So these projects are going to have a direct impact, a direct stimulus on our membership, and it's certainly something we welcome in very many ways. Having said that, this is just the first step. We're getting to first base today, and this was a Herculean effort to get us this far, just in terms of pulling all of the information together. So I'd like to thank the governor and all of the mayors for their leadership on this effort. And as we continue to work toward getting the projects out on the street, labor, we stand by to support you in every way possible. Thank you.
I would like to applaud the governor and her team, Brennan, Barry, and Micah, that has really dug in to help support our economy by pushing these jobs out. And yes, it is about jobs. On a daily basis as labor management on what we represent in the operating engineers, the hardest thing that we can try to say to our membership is that everything is going to be okay. And when we say mele kaliki maka and haole maka hiki ho, the membership come out and say to you, what's so merry and what's so happy without work? Because I'm losing my home, I don't work anymore, especially for 6 months. But what the governor has put together with the strike team has really uplifted our membership in our industry. It's sad to say that there is a crisis out there, which is jobs. But I think so behind of all that, there's a bigger crisis, which is our social families that are being torn apart because there's no work. When there's no money that comes home to the family, that's when crisis starts. And I think the governor and her team has put something very important to these working people's lives. So I comment and I applaud the governor and her team for bringing in Barry and Mike up there. You folks are all thinking about saving families and their homes with these type of projects. Now,
The Hawaiian Building Trades Council applaud government's well-timed stimulus plan, especially when the private sector construction markets are declining and employment opportunities in our industry are being reduced. This collaborative initiative between federal, state, and counties will concentrate on the much-needed public infrastructure work that will vastly stimulate our local economy, creating new jobs and providing immense value and benefits for all of our taxpayers here in Hawaii. Thank you very much.
We're talking about housing and better schools, better transportation systems to meet the needs of everyone in the state of Hawaii, not just the people in the construction industry in the state of Hawaii. And so I hope everyone understands that that's who will benefit from this, in addition to those of us that are directly in the industry. And we certainly applaud the government, the state government in this case, in putting together one source of information for all of the upcoming project opportunities while we've developed relationships with all of the departments in the state to have information on their projects. This is the first time that we've had one source available to provide that information for all of us that are interested in providing construction services that meet the needs of the state as least expensively as possible. Thank you very much.
As Bill Wilson said, never been done before like this, and it happened over a very short period of time, and everybody was under a lot of pressure to get this done and get it done now for the reasons that Kyle and Buzzy and Perry and Bill mentioned, and that is because it's about people, it's about real families. And when I talk to our team, I don't really talk about it in terms of CIP or projects. I talk about it in terms of your neighbors, your friends, your family. Not one of these projects would be stopped because of financing on our part. That's the bottom line. And that's why we asked for the county's assistance, and I'm glad that the chief made this point. This is a two-way street. They have projects that they want to get out too that are very important to them, whether fire station, a community center, a road project, and oftentimes it can be us that's holding up their projects. So we need to be working on both sides. But the reason we ask for priority processing from the counties is because I can tell you, if we have our permits in place, we can pay for this project. Whereas in the private sector now, it's going to be more and more difficult to get financing. That will not be an issue with the government.